You're listening to the Incomparables Total Party Kill podcast, in which a group of friends play Dungeons & Dragons on the internet for your amusement. This is episode number 336, recorded February 2021, released March 2022. Eglass Angels, Season 5, Episode 15, Shaggy Kank Story.
Welcome back to Total Party Kill. I, for some reason, am a dungeon master. My name is Scott McNulty. We're playing Dark Sun. You know this. You've been listening. You know who's playing. Look, it's Jason Snell.
Hey, Scott, keep on studying, and one day you could be a dungeon doctor.
Don't know if I understand that. Speaking of doctors, Tony Sindelar is often
Not
near
a
them.
doctor. That's kind of true. Hi, it's me, Tony Sindelar, he, him, his. I play Regdar. You'll notice I introduced my character, unlike Jason Snell. And I'm Regdar, just a guy.
Jason Snell plays Carlos, who is not a dwarf.
Nope.
Aline Sims is here. Hello, Aline.
We're off to the races. I play Shara, the Air Genasi rogue, and our pronouns are all she, her.
Excellent. Steve Lutz, are you here? Steve
Maybe.
Lutz.
Let's check and see. Yes.
Seems like it.
I am here, and I am in fact playing, once again, Kachka, a 3-green bard, who loves a good hootenanny, but hasn't had one in a real long time.
That's true. Maybe now you could have a hootenanny with an octopus. Erica Ensign is also in a room. Well, not her character is in a room with an octopus. She, I assume. Well, I don't know. Is there an octopus in that room with you?
More than 3 feet away from an octopus.
I'm looking around. If there's an octopus in here, it's invisible, which would actually be even worse. So, I don't know. Yes, I play Zatasha, a tiefling mystic, which is something I still have to read off the page every single time because I can't get it in my head. And yeah, all our pronouns are she, her.
Tiefling Mystic, one of the classic Rush songs.
The tiefling part I remember, it's the mystic thing that just always throws me off.
Imagine how I feel. I don't know what that means. Dan Morin is here.
Prove it!
I think you just did. You've done my work for me, Dan.
Oh, all right. Well, you're welcome, Scott. I am Dan Moore, and I'm playing Amlal, the lovable Goliath barbarian. All of our pronouns are he, him, his.
And now we return to deep underground, where you are in the elemental temple of the Crushing Wave cult. Also known as, well, the temple is known as the Plunging Torrents. Lots of water, because we're playing Dark Sun, so of course there's lots of water.
Surf's up, dudes.
And so you've got, the party has been split, which is always fun, and we should probably just roll initiative.
Oh, all right.
I have been looking forward to rolling a die, and then I did it. So I feel
Yay!
good. Yay! I mean, I didn't do a very good job
Success.
of it, but...
Erica, you can leave now. Thank you for your service.
Really? Oh, I'm out of here.
Dice mission accomplished.
But yeah, the roll wasn't great. Oh, that's right. And then there's a -1, so it was even less great. So Tasha, not quick.
Okay.
It's this group, when I roll a 19, and I feel like, oh man, I must be near the top of the initiative order. And there's already 2 people ahead of me. We're rolling. We're on fire. Yeah.
All right. So, as a refresher, Kachka and Shara are in this room where water is dripping from stalactites in this serene cave, although it's not particularly serene at the moment, because there is a giant octopus who has noticed you. Wide rock ledges extend around the perimeter, so you're kind of in this pool in the middle of this room. And there's a natural stone island that provides ample room to sit or lay down, so feel free to lay down if you would like.
Octopus rap. Just sit and talk about stuff with the octopus.
That's right.
Or you could, as Tony has begun to bounce, you could perform a rap for an octopus.
Yeah. Oh. I'm an octopus, and I'm here to say
that's the other
8 arms in a radical way.
That would be the third option, which is an octopus could perform a questionable rap to you.
If it's a rap battle, I feel like maybe you've got one up on the octopus.
About that rap.
So I don't know. I think rap is generous to describe what that was.
Also, Tony, that was basically the lumberjack song there. I'm an octopus and I'm okay. I got 8 arms and I swim all day.
All right,
Everybody now.
Carlos, you are in a different room. You have no idea that this octopus has unveiled itself. You are in this room. It's a long pool fills this cavern that is broken only by an island bristling with stalagmites. There is a corpse floating here, but that's just,
We've checked out that corpse pretty thoroughly on the previous episode of Dark Sun.
Well, unless I passively perceive something, I'm not sure that I'm gonna. I'm paying attention. I know they went in there to investigate, but I haven't heard anything. So I
and we knew they were trying to be sneaky, so we're not necessarily expecting to hear anything until they come back.
That is true.
This is a long-running way of us excusing the fact that they're dead now and we're moving on.
No,
I think
they've got backup. They've got backup characters that I'm looking forward to meeting.
I think I had a rope for the record. I don't know who's holding the other end of it and if they notice a tension difference or not, but just throwing that out there.
Okay, well then, those of us who are holding the rope
will cut the tension in that rope with a knife.
We'll be paying attention to see if anything happens with a rope on a future turn.
Don't
We're
do
paying
that.
attention?
Kachka, you have come from
Do you
underwater.
think I'm holding the rope, Scott? If I'm holding the rope, then I will delay to run in there.
It was tied around your waist.
Yeah, but who's got the other end of the rope?
Tied around your waist.
Shara.
The octopus.
Well, you can't go in somewhere else with a rope without somebody on the other side also having the rope. So who has
feel
that?
an unexpected increase in tension in the area of your waist, but you're not sure why.
Apparently, Shara has the other end of the rope.
Okay, well then, Carlos, it does nothing.
Oh my god, I'm glad that's settled. Ketchka, you have surfaced, and you see an octopus, a large octopus, perhaps a giant octopus, that has noticed you.
Yes.
It is not doing anything at the moment, but it's there.
A little voice inside your head, Kachka, it's in Regdar's voice. It says, "Don't worry, giant octopus prey mainly upon shrimps, crabs, scallops, abalone, cockles, snails, clams, lobster, fish, and other octopuses. You're none of those."
Thank God I downloaded the entirety of Regdarpedia to my brain so I could have that bit of information. Somebody who actually does have telepathy is Kachka, so she's going to inform... it's usually Zotasha she talks to lately. They have a little bit of a rapport going because Zotasha is always trying to get her to do things and being successful. So I think I'll let Zotasha
and the
know.
other people
of a rapport, I
idiots.
think.
Telepathically, that there's an octopus in here, and it's not doing anything, but it might do something soon. And
we'll find out if Zotasha knows what an octopus is.
Right. Now, can I tell if these ledges all around the area, are these surface level with the water, or is it just the one island in the middle that we could lounge on if we felt compelled to?
So all on the map, there are dry land, so all the brown things are ledges and of rocky ledges that you could pull yourself up on.
Okay, so I'm going to swim to this southern promontory of land, which I can do very quickly because I have a carving that allows me to swim as fast as I can walk, which is pretty fast. I'm going to get back here against the back wall, hopefully out of reach of any tentacles. And since this octopus has not really done anything to me yet, I'm not certain I want to try to attack it and piss it off.
Have you considered befriending it?
It's entirely possible. I don't know. Maybe I speak octopus and I didn't know it. I think what I will do is I will ready an action. And if it makes a move to, say, come towards Shara or me as if to attack, then I will hit it with some vicious mockery.
Okie dokie.
But for now, I'm just going to chill here on this very comfortable bit of land.
It is very comfortable.
By this delightful pool.
It's very serene, this room.
I'm enjoying it.
Umlal. So you don't know that any of this is happening yet?
I don't. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm hanging out over here.
I will mention it to everybody else as soon as I have a chance to, but I don't know if that needs to wait until my turn.
It does.
That seems like
okay.
Does really? Okay, it's not a free action to just say, "Hey, there's an octopus."
And everybody says a what?
I'll swim around in circles. I'll paddle the boat around in circles.
Now? Well, it's like a mind flayer, but it just floats around and doesn't really float.
Octo implies 8, but 8 what?
8 mind flayers.
Pusses.
What?
Now it is your turn, Char.
Well, if Kachka hadn't,
Skedaddled?
Yeah, like, if you had swum out to where everyone else is, that's also where I would have gone, but...
Oh, you feel free, if
Can
you'd
you
like.
speak with animals at all?
No, I'm not going to leave you alone in here. You're squishy.
Although you don't know where.
That's
you
why I
don't know
didn't go
where
the
Kachka
other way.
is, so.
Because I didn't want to leave you alone.
How's your animal handling?
I am a rogue, so no. My animal handling is no.
What's your animal stabbing like?
Okay, so
Is that what it says on your character sheet under animal handling?
Yeah, it just says
no. That's
yeah,
weird.
big letters. All right, so I'm just gonna swim over here to this like central island. In I don't know, look as non-threatening as possible.
Okay.
And I too will ready an action where, if the octopus tries to attack, I will stab it with my rapier of wounding.
Stab it. Let's see. How long is this rope?
Aren't they?
I think it's only 50 feet.
Okay.
Well then, you cannot.
cannot?
So Shara has it tied on her. Is
Yeah.
that right?
I mean,
Yeah.
you
So
can
you're-
untie it and continue.
You could. You would have to untie the rope.
Or pulls Zatasha along.
That's right.
Or no,
Yes, you
Carlos.
could do that, too.
It's you.
It is Carlos.
I think I'll
So
I'll untie it.
Even further away.
It's me.
Is that my action? Can I still have my action readied?
It would take an action to untie a rope.
Okay.
Really, that's
fine.
not one of the interact with an object things, which you can also do in addition to an action according to 5e rules. Which I feel like that's such a weird thing. It's not very well defined. I'm just curious if because
It is not.
they say specifically opening a door is interacting with an object. Like
Yeah, but that's
okay.
Let's see.
fairly non-complex of an action.
Everybody, just look at Scott judgmentally. Let's see how he rules on this.
Stab
I
you
already
with
ruled.
interacting.
I
with
was
an
interrupted
object.
though, so you probably didn't hear it. I said it is not.
Oh.
So no, it is an action. You have to untie
Okay.
it. It is more complicated than opening a door.
Okay.
But she's a rogue.
Scott
Does
and I
that
have
count for
different
anything?
Scott and I have different feelings about rope.
I mean, if you keep going, you might just pull Carlos along with you.
That's right. You might be down with that.
Yeah.
You could try that. That would be
Contestant
Strength
strength
check, probably,
check.
yeah.
I know.
It would
Carlos
be a
is just going to
contested
float
strength
along
check.
and be like, oh, something's happening over there. Woo.
Yeah, I'll untie. I've untied it. It's
doesn't
fine.
really sound like Regdar.
Regdar is oblivious to everything, so he's
true.
just going to do some deep breathing exercises and think positive thoughts about himself and turn end.
Free action, Amlal and Regdar high five.
Free action, Regdar leaves him hanging.
Carlos jumps in. Boo. Because Carlos was feeling a little jealous that he was trying to high five someone who was not him.
Really tried to make my turn brief and was thwarted by other players.
So it's the octopus's turn.
But
The
now there's a freeze
octopus
frame, so you're going to have to wait.
will-
Finally, my favorite character is heard from.
it will swim over and kind of pull itself out of the water.
Really?
And its
Can I
its
wave at
bulk.
it? Just be like, hi.
You can wave at
Okay,
it. That
thank
is a free action.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. And actually, well, it actually doesn't even need to get that close. So it will. It'll go over here, and it kind of rises up out of the water,
Now-
and tentacles.
Since it appears aggressive, can I use my action before it goes?
Yes.
Clearly seems to be on its way to attack.
I've already said yes.
Okay.
Keep selling them, Steve.
I mean, it is on its way over to Shara, like it's going to attack her, is the thing. Which, as you recall, when I said that I was readying an action,
man.
that was the trigger for that action, which was cutting, Vicious Mockery, I believe. You remember all that?
No.
Oh, well, let me tell
I
you
do.
again. No, okay. So the target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw with a 16 for the DC.
Oh, I fail.
Okay. Yeah. Then it's going to take some psychic damage. Not much.
Ooh. I don't know.
How do you mock an octopus, Steve? I'd like to hear it.
Well, now it's a moctopus is the thing.
Well done.
So
only 8 legs?
Yeah. So underachiever. So let's see. Oh, I actually roll 2d4 because I'm more than 5th level. So it will actually take 5 psychic damage.
Oh.
And more importantly, it has a disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes before the end of its next turn. So if it's about to attack Shara, hopefully it will have some issues with that.
It is about to attack Shara, but Shara, you had to untie the rope, so, well, you didn't have to, but you chose to. And I didn't have to rule that it wasn't a free action, but I did. But it misses. Well, I'm assuming it misses. Does a 13 miss you as it flings some tentacles towards you?
A 13 misses.
All right. So, yes, it's clearly not happy that you have invaded the serene cave that it calls home. And is going to defend its
Are we the bad guys?
haunt.
Did we just break into an octopus's house?
They didn't attack it. They just walked in.
That's true.
Yeah,
I
but
guess,
if somebody
what is-
walks into your house, like,
Yeah.
do I
what you
attack them
Castles-
immediately? No.
Well, but if, I mean,
I don't know.
it depends-
Steven's got the scars to show for it.
Yeah, Erica, that's a very Canadian way of thinking. So.
Her
Stand
metamorphosis
your
is
ground.
complete.
Zatasha.
All right. I
Now's
say to
your
everybody,
chance.
oh, there's an octopus in that other room. I'm going to go find out what that is.
Maybe it's friendly.
Oh.
I probably said something more like a big squishy
Okay,
tentacly
the
thing.
Big
Since-
squiggly, tentally, squishy thing. It's
There's if only there was some kind of short word that connotated the idea of a monstrosity, some kind of monstrosity-er.
Oh, well.
I'm going to go to here. That's my
I
full.
remember you have to go under the water, and this tunnel is totally submerged in water. Just a fun fact.
Oh, that's right. So if I stop here, that's
all of our
not
years of swimming
quite-
practice will come in very handy here.
Well, I mean, around a 6 seconds, I think I can hold my breath longer than that. So hopefully I'll be able to get out of my next turn. I'm just going to count on that. And I am also going to, as a bonus action, switch my discipline to my nomadic chameleon so I can do a stealth check and hide, since I don't want to be seen by a tentacled monster of any sort. So, I have advantage. So that gives me 18 on my stealth check.
Okay.
And from here, can I see Kachka and the octopus?
So you are underwater at the moment.
Yes.
So
Is the octopus not underwater at all? Or
well, you can see the octopus. That's for sure.
Okay.
You probably
not
would not
Kachka.
be able to see Kachka.
Okay, so I cannot telepathically communicate to Kachka, but I can still receive. And sneakily from under the water, I am going to, let's see. I don't like how it is menacing my friend Shara, because I can probably see that Shara is up there. So, yeah, I'm going to mind thrust at it, and it needs to succeed on an intelligence saving throw, or I will do some damage to it.
All right. Well, this also seems like I'm going to be unlikely to succeed. I'm assuming the DC is higher than 3.
It is, in fact,
Slightly.
higher than 3.
Then it has failed. The
okay.
octopus is not particularly intelligent.
All right.
It's more street smart.
Then
Wisdom.
That octopus knows where to find a deal, let me tell you.
man, I thought that
Street smarts.
I thought that one was a 7 for a second. I was very excited. It's not. So it will take 10 points of psychic damage.
Oh no, it's not. It's taken a lot of psychic damage so far. So
Kachka and the octopus. They're friends. Please don't make a fuss. There's not much to discuss. It's Kachka and the octopus.
Is that
now in stereo.
It's got 8
Wednesdays
limbs. I've
on
got
USA.
4.
Characters welcome.
It just sounded
If
like
there
a
were
fun
2 of me,
show.
there would be 4 more.
I am going to continue to hold my breath, and that's it.
That's it. All right. Carlos, you're singing about octopuses.
And I don't even know what they are.
Octopi. That's true. You don't need to know what they are to
Carlos,
sing about them.
well, okay, so I've gotten my magic water powers, which allow me to swim as fast as I can walk.
Correct.
Can I run? Can I
You could
run,
do a
swim?
double move.
There is
Yes.
no concept of running.
Double move.
Really. It's
It's
Oh,
a
I would
double
just
move.
use my action as a
you
move.
dash.
Yeah, you're basically, you can treat the water. If you do not have a swim speed, it is difficult terrain to swim, so it would be half your speed.
But I have my magic sign.
You have. Well, I know. I'm just explaining the
Okay.
rules, so you can move normally.
Okay, I swam over here into the room. I went in the cave. I went in a little tube, and I came out the other side, and I popped up and said, "What's an octopus?" Oh,
And yes, you see a giant octopus.
There it is.
Kachka and the octopus.
And now you know what you're singing about.
Catchy tune. Good job, Jason.
And speaking of which, here's the octopus's co-star, Kachka.
It's me.
And Kachka as herself.
Kachka's a bug. He's an octopus.
She.
She.
No, the octopus. Well, we don't know.
Oh, that's
They're
right.
an
Oh,
octopus.
I see. Gotcha. Mhm.
Kachka is a bug. The octopus,
Octopus.
is an octopus.
I see how grammar works.
It's gold, Johnny. Give that a full season order.
Since we kind of just
Unavailable.
wandered in here out of curiosity, I have half a mind to just take off, but now all of my friends are here. And
The octopus is also a friend, I hear.
Can we see from where we are that there is yet another passageway off to the other side?
Well,
appears to be submerged
Yes.
as well.
it's also, yes, it's a submerged tunnel. So when you were swimming through, and I should have told both Shara and Kachka this as well, and Carlos, there is another exit on the other side of the...
It's like a little arch, and then there's water underneath, but we can tell.
Because in that case,
It's
just,
like an arrow.
just wandering off in the
Exit
direction
sign.
that we came from would be possibly leaving some important places unexplored.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Gotta clear the map.
Or possibly
Guys,
really
I
unimportant.
mean, yeah, who knows? This could just be an octopus neighborhood. That could be another octopus down that lives down.
Maybe
the
it's
street
a
from
nicer
it.
octopus.
Maybe it's an octopus's garden.
Well, Dan, nobody cares for that.
I do.
Don't be.
He
don't
did
be
let
mean
us
to
in.
Ringo.
I'm not sure if he knows where we've been or not yet, though. We should
Go look
ask.
up
I mean,
meeting
I'd
notice
like
of
to
the
be.
octopus.
Under
In our
the
little
torrents?
hideaway beneath the waves. So I'm thinking, gosh, I'm trying to see if I have anything where I could just make it, take a nap or forget about us for a while so we could leave it alone, because I actually feel sort of bad about this big monstrosity.
Yeah, me too.
I could make it so it can't see us anymore.
Just octopusing.
Can you invisibilize all of us?
That would take a lot. I could just make it so the octopus can't see anything that's farther than 10 feet away.
She's going to rip his eyes out.
So I'm going to, I think,
Give it like nearsightedness, or
It takes out...
takes out its reading glasses.
I think what I'm going to do is cast dissonant whispers on it in hopes of causing it to run away from me.
Okay.
And then we'll take that opportunity to beat a hasty retreat. I don't know if everybody else is going to go or not, but I'm going to say, hey, we should probably just get out of here and leave this thing alone unless we need to come back. And I'm going to try to cast dissonant whispers on it. So,
Right. Another wisdom saving throw, eh?
indeed it is.
I'm going to... It failed.
Okay.
Kachka and the octopus.
Three. Ah! All right. Oh, boy, it kind of took a lot of damage from that.
Why isn't it moving away?
Boo! Oh, I killed it.
It's moving. It's flipping over on its back. Does that count? It will take 15 psychic damage.
Aw.
Oh no, octopuses are like all brain.
More importantly, it must immediately use its reaction to move as far as its speed allows away from me.
Well, it does have a reaction, so...
I do that, and Steve doesn't even need to damage me.
Let's see, where...
The harm has already been done.
I think I've damaged you quite a bit over the years, Dan.
It is psychic damage, too.
That's right.
Yeah.
20. It goes there, and then it pulls... So it is a very fast swimmer, so it moves very quickly, and then it kind of laboriously pulls itself out of the water and kind of hurls itself very slowly into the corner, and it's kind of shivering.
Oh, man. I feel even worse.
I'm so sad.
Just come into an octopus's garden and steal all his stuff
All right.
and yell
Look,
at it.
it's a species we've never met before. Kill it!
That having
feel
been
bad.
done, I'm
It's
gonna
in our
make
way. Let's get it out of our way and continue.
I'm going to use my move action to... well, I wasn't going to continue. I was going to head back the way we came. Because we
We
still
may
got
just need to-
Omlal and Regdar back there, and there's another passageway we haven't continued down, and it was kind of the way that the bubble was going.
Their
so I
shabby
think it's
boat.
where
Their
we need
shabby
to be.
boat is back there.
In their shabby boat. So yeah, I'm going
Shabby
to
chic.
use... I was back here, so I'm going to use my move action to run off of the promontory here, dive into the water, and start swimming underneath again. So...
All right. You can use your normal move.
You might not see me because I'm
7.
hiding.
So I'm midway
That is true.
underneath the tunnel.
If you want to
right
do
now.
a perception check, Kachka, you can find out if you see Zatasha.
Probably not, is my perception.
Well, you know, as you come
7.
past, I'll probably just telepathically say, "Hey, I'm right here. Don't run into me, please."
What's up, Holmes?
You'll see her. Umlal.
Almal is still paddling a boat in circles with Regdar. Is that what's happening?
I mean,
Well,
you now
Regdar's
know
on
that
the
there's
island.
a thing.
I'm on an island.
All right, I'm paddling the boat around.
You are
the
in a
island.
punt.
Oh, yeah, I should probably
Alright,
have sent a telepathic
Remember all our
signal to
punts,
either
right,
Ommal
sorry.
or Regdar to tell them that I'm heading back.
Yep.
Yeah, I was
Remember all our punt talk?
I was in the boat. I
talk.
left the boat to go swim underneath.
But
So
Almal can't swim. No,
Almal
let's just
can
go with it.
swim.
He can't. Almal can't swim.
that's fine.
Oh, all right.
Yeah,
Then he can't swim.
Regdar confirmed hydrophobe. The
True.
idea that I would willingly go underwater in a tunnel to meet an octopus is farcical.
Neither of you two have the boon, right?
No.
Yeah. So,
No.
well, you've already met a lobster.
we're not-
I mean, you could
We're not joiners.
you could add it to your collection of creatures that shouldn't be in this plane. That you see.
No, I'm good. I
Was
got
there,
one.
This is a weird place.
We saw that
It is
one
weird.
corpse around here. Was there anything else on the island or in this little roundabout area? If I were paddling the boat around while they're doing that,
Give me a perception check.
we'll surely do so. I got a 14.
So as you're paddling around, so are you've been kind of circling the island, saying,
Yeah.
"Hey, Victor, get back into the boat."
Yeah.
Victor's like, "I don't think so."
Come to the back of the boat.
You notice as in one of your circuits, you notice up here, there is, or have you seen this before? I don't know if you guys saw this or not, but
No,
Here
we
to me.
definitely haven't.
okay. So you see under the water,
It's the worst part of the water.
a tunnel, and the tunnel is blocked by a gate. And I will remind you that you did inspect the corpse, and you found a ring with 2 keys on the corpse.
Right.
I think
Who's holding
Kachka
those?
has those.
Let's give it to the wrong person.
I am the keeper.
Regdar, I found gate.
It not so gate.
Now you the gatekeeper.
Ooh. I will.
More like gate looker.
I will pause near the gate and you
looker.
take a closer inspection of it while everybody else does their shenanigans.
Okay, so you think, I'll just tell you, you think that you could either use the key to unlock it, it's probably pickable, or you feel that you could wrench the gate off of its moorings and open it that way.
Well,
Is the gate completely
I'm definitely going to do that.
submerged?
I should note that any course of action that begins with one remarking "it's probably pickable" usually does not end well.
It is submerged, yes, completely.
What would I need to do to try to open it with brute force?
You would need to give me a strength check.
Okay. So it's a strength check, not an attack.
Correct.
Got it. 17.
It is, it's possible. You're not sure if you're capable of doing it, but it is still there.
That's very pejorative. All right. I'm going to crack my
I
knuckles
said
and give
you're
it
not
another try.
sure. I didn't say you were
I'm not sure you could do it. It's just all where the emphasis goes.
Well, I apologize.
Amlal will crack his knuckles and he'll give it another try next time around unless somebody stops him.
All right. Shara.
Well, seeing Regdar, not Regdar, Kochka, thank you. Seeing Kochka flee.
We're basically the same.
Pretty
Whoever
much.
that person is.
Just a regular bug.
There's a terrified octopus in there.
I know. I feel so sad. 3, 4, 6. I'm going to follow out of the cave and hope that the octopus doesn't try to follow. Actually,
right.
Since I'm not attacking, I can go all the way through, can't I?
Yep. So feel free to place yourself wherever you'd like within your double movement.
There.
Regdar, you are on an island.
I am. There's really not a lot. I feel like we can basically title this episode the one where Regdar doesn't meet an octopus. So Regdar will do a complete inventory of the stalactites and stalagmites on this island, and also just survey the general area for things. Doesn't seem so great to me. I rolled a 7 on perception, Scott.
All right. You see many stalactites.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
They might be stalagmites.
They might be, but they're not. So the octopus is no longer scared, so it's going to slowly pull itself back into the water, and it is going to submerge itself. And then you see who is still in there, I guess. So Carlos. Zatasha. Zatasha also sees this.
I'm still underwater.
Exactly. Kachka probably doesn't see from where she is. That it is now. You saw the octopus. I mean, it's pretty. Remember this. The water is glowing, so there's light everywhere. And then the octopus kind of disappears in a cloud of blacky ink.
Oh dear.
So you know where it is. Maybe within a vicinity, but it is
Inky,
obscured.
vague, inky vicinity.
Exactly. Zatasha.
Do I want to see where this octopus is? Is it really worth that many side points? That's what I'm trying to think. Like, I feel like it's probably. Yeah. I mean, it seems like people are vacating this little room here, so I'm going to. Can I ready to swim away once Carlos swims away?
Sure. If everyone is going to leave the room, you can just leave the room, and we can drop out of initiative.
Okay. Then Jason, is Carlos going to leave, or is Carlos going to go after that octopus?
All right. So Zatasha, you can ready in action to leave if Carlos leaves.
I did say let's get out of here while Carlos was in the room.
I would like to move one more square into the room and put my head above the water so I can breathe, but then be ready to zip out.
Sure. Carlos, it is now your turn.
Carlos thinks very hard about attacking the octopus.
I telepathically say, everybody else is heading out that way.
He also thinks very hard about swimming for that other tunnel.
Oh, there are many options in this.
And then he goes the other way. He goes right back. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, also, why don't you, Zatasha and Carlos, give me a perception check, actually.
Sure.
Before you float away.
Before I float away? All right. Mm-hmm. Perception check.
21.
Carlos, not very perceptive. 7.
All right. Well, Carlos continues to not be very perceptive, but
Story of his
Zatasha,
life.
there is a secret door here.
Okay.
Not anymore.
I'm going to tell everybody about it after I get out.
This episode, Carlos goes into a room, comes out of a room, goes into a room.
I mean, that seems pretty on brand.
It's true. All right, so you all leave the room.
Moving.
He's going from place to place to place.
Love it.
Goodbye, octopus. Everybody leaves.
Goodbye.
All right.
And we are out of initiative.
So once I'm back in here, I say,
We're back.
Okay, you guys. So apparently, an octopus is
It's a really cute squishy thing.
With some tentacles and stuff. It didn't seem to like other people being in its vicinity, in its room. It can create an inky cloud around it so that it can hide, which makes me think it was a little bit scared of us, which is understandable because we did some damage to it. I mean, I know I did. And also, there's a secret door on the south wall and another tunnel that goes off that room. So we have multiple options for other places to go. I myself am pretty curious about a secret door because if somebody went to the trouble to hide a door, that makes me want to know what's on the other side of it. So, what do you guys think?
I guess it's a subterranean gate. It seems like it could be lousy with bad stuff.
Oh, no.
Yeah, was that secret door on?
Give me another strength check, please.
Sure. 22.
All right, well, you're underwater, so what you're doing is you're popping up and going back down, and you hear some creaking, like you're almost able to rip it off.
Almost got it.
So was the secret door under the water or above the water level?
It was under the water.
Okay.
The secret door is also on the other side of an octopus, and I might point out that we tried to sneak past the octopus. Didn't go great.
It's not on the other side of the octopus. It's on the south side of the room where the octopus is occupying the north side.
Right. Octopi. You know, it's within... Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
It's within range. It's within octopus range.
I mean, I could go in there and check it out.
You are still invisible, yes?
Well, no, I was just hiding, but I can make myself invisible and go in there. And it's a lot easier for me to just make myself invisible and not a bunch of other people. So I'd be happy to do that.
So while you're discussing this, you all notice that Umlal is like
bobbing,
surfacing
off its hinges,
going and going back under the water over in the
Carlos
corner there.
is going to go help.
Like, oh, that's
Carlos is going to go help Umlal.
Must be Thursday.
Yeah.
Thursday night.
All right. Well, then whoever wants to roll a strength check to open this gate gets advantage.
I will
support.
head in that direction.
I'm helping.
You
Umlal,
guys know I
the
have keys,
honors.
right? Hello?
Nope. Umlal, go.
Yes, advantage.
Hey,
20.
I got keys. Got them. Off that corpse. Got them all. Already got them.
Carlos turns back and goes, "Oh,
Hey.
keys?" But it's
We've
too
got
late.
this. I rolled a 20.
Did you roll a 20 plus something, or is the 20 the roll that you
The
made?
20 was the total roll, but it was with advantage. I got 20 and a 6.
Okay. Then it remains stubbornly.
And Carlos is like, "Come on over, Kachka. Give us those keys. We need those keys. This is not working."
I didn't think you were listening.
Umlal doesn't. He doesn't work underwater as well. It's not as good.
All right.
It's
Kachka
harder to
water
get
bugs
leverage.
over to the gate
Yeah.
and
If I need to
checks
roll
to
more
see if
than
the
a-
keys appear to fit.
I think I'm only going to be able to open this on like a crit.
It is very difficult to open, but you may be able to open it. But Kachka,
keys.
You swim underneath. You have keys. One of the keys unlocks the door, or gate, I should say. It's a gate.
Nice.
See? Me did it.
And
Loosened
now
it
I
for you.
lifted up out of the way effortlessly, like it meant nothing to me.
Kachka's very strong. All right.
What's
So
on the
this
other
is
side of the gate?
a tunnel. It is a submerged tunnel. So on the other side, you see more water. So someone has to go through to see what's
So much
what's in it.
water here.
All right. Well, Umlal has come this far. He's going to go further.
All right. Umlal, give me a perception check.
Oh, boy. Is there another octopus? Oop, that was not supposed to be advantage, but 22.
Sure. So you notice at the bottom of this, the floor of this room, which is underwater, you see humanoid bones are scattered everywhere at the bottom of this thing. And so do you
Those
want to...
could be anybody's.
So
If you
are
wanna-
we thinking perhaps this was not for keeping people out?
So Scott,
keeping something in.
He
is what we're saying.
sees various bones.
Yeah,
Various.
various.
He does.
It could just be so it's bone storage. No big deal.
You got to
So do
keep
you
them
wanna-
somewhere.
Do you want to continue going in?
Well, hey, I mean, Umlal has never been one to do the smart thing, so clearly, yes.
Yeah. Just out of curiosity, Dan, what percentage of Umlal is bones?
Oh,
It's like
I don't know,
95%
Me
bone,
mostly
right?
bones.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so everyone...
They call me Mr. Bones.
Roll
That is not
initiative.
what they call
So
you.
as Umlal enters, Umlal, you notice... let's see, how many...
I'm not. Just so we're clear, Regdar is not going in any of these stupid caves full of horrors. There's enough horrors out here on the non-cave side.
You see several things enter the water, and we're going to roll initiative.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Things. Are these new things?
Zombies.
These are new things.
Catching up on things.
Catching up on
Oh,
things.
13. Ooh.
Oh, and look, this doesn't even lead to anywhere.
Well,
You don't know that, guys.
we still
could
have
lead.
we still have the key. We can just leave and lock it behind us.
Kachka's got a good initiative. That might just happen.
I mean, I'm just gonna say the giant octopus had free reign, and this is the thing they keep behind a locked door. It's probably worse than a giant octopus.
Sometimes
No,
they get good
maybe they
things
just
behind locked
couldn't.
doors.
Logic
Maybe they
checks out.
couldn't get the octopus behind a locked door because it was too powerful.
No, the octopus is trusted, Dan. It is like
I
it's
don't
like
know.
the elder child. These are the worst, crappy, smaller children you lock behind a door. I don't know how children
toddlers.
work. Yeah,
I appreciate a
You
trusted
shouldn't.
octopus.
Shouldn't lock
Yeah.
your children behind doors.
whoa, you say that now, Scott. Let's check in.
Check in when they're teenagers.
Oh
Yeah.
dear. Well, then they'll lock themselves behind the doors. Problem solved.
This has been parenting
cool. So-
on TPK.
Yep. Total parenting.
Scott adheres to the I have,
Knowledge,
I have
knowledge, thank
twins.
you.
It's yeah. Scott adheres to the I have twins. It's just a backup. Is what he.
That's right. I have a hot spare, as I like to say.
Yeah.
Is everybody's initiative in?
Try never to
Yep.
refer to a toddler as a anything, really.
My initiative is 2 better than last time.
Oh, Steve.
Mine is much worse.
Significantly worse, says Regdar.
All right. Well, so unfortunately for them all, the ghouls. This room is full of ghouls. We're waiting for someone to come in, so they get an attack, a surprise round.
Surprise!
They
That's-
appear.
That's
Now
so.
that's-
Well,
that's
you discovered
storytelling.
like a ghoul zoo. Why is that hard to say?
Cool zoo.
Ghouls Night!
Ghoul zoo.
So you see these kind of decayed forms of various races coming towards you.
Well, at least it's diverse.
Yeah, they're diverse on that. Thank you. Way to include inclusion in Dark Sun.
I'm trying, it all counts. There we go. Does it? I don't know.
That's a
think
lot
it
of
would be great
ghouls.
if So
Omwal and the ghouls. My show,
I like
which
that this
aired
is
at
more of a
worse time
Durst-like
slot.
song.
Yeah.
It was. I had the Kachka and the octopus as a lead-in, but it never quite took off. It's that half-hour time slot.
They're less than fresh, and they eat flesh.
Ooh, all right. And so you'll notice that these things have kind of clawed hands, and there are 3 of them that are kind of
I think
claw.
we just call those claws.
Yeah.
At least they don't have clawed Akins.
Well, they have hands and claws, and they will
He's gone beyond the map.
try to hit you. An 8 certainly misses, but 18
18
Are
will,
ghouls aquatic?
18 will hit.
These are.
ghouls
Are
that
ghouls
are
aquatic?
in the water elemental powered Templar.
Alma
Okay,
looks at
that's
one
somehow
admiringly
worse.
and says, "Water ghoul."
And they say we're undead creatures that want crave flesh.
Well spoken.
Very articulate, yeah.
Much better than Alma, ironically.
Have you not read our entry in the monster manual? Really?
Would you like some tea?
Don't drink ghoul tea. That's my advice to you. All right, so Umla, you take 13 points of damage and give me 2 Constitution saving throws.
All right, so I'm going to use my Stone's Endurance because I wanna. So I'm gonna reduce that damage by Constitution modifier 4. 5. Cool beans. That was 13. You said before that.
Yes.
So I will take 8. 5, and then you said 2 Constitution saving throws.
Yes, please.
27 crit.
You're fine.
9.
You're paralyzed.
Wow, it's a real roller coaster there.
You're paralyzed underwater.
Not good.
Not a good place to be paralyzed.
But I still float, right?
You do float.
You're underwater in a
But you're in a tunnel.
You're like Hope.
Surrounded by ghouls.
Ice cream.
Hey, at least if he's paralyzed, he's not going to like fight against Kachka if Kachka decides to just try to drag him out and lock the door.
I thought you were going to say he just locks him in.
Also an option.
It'll be really easy to lock him in. He definitely won't fight back.
I see
All
Kachka
right,
flipping a coin.
So Kachka, you're underwater as well. So you see Umlal is like, oh, I'll go into this room. He swims in, and these undead creatures almost immediately appear, and now he is slack and kind of floating upwards towards the top of the tunnel.
I do enjoy that Carlos at some point just like wandered away from the door like this wasn't my idea.
Didn't want to open it.
Well, it wasn't.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, he was an enabler. We all know that.
Not my tunnel, not my ghouls. Yeah.
So, wow. Looks like I'm close to Carlos there.
Yeah, well, I was helping him open the door, and then you came over with the key. So I think that was what was going on there. So you're right there at the entrance.
You're
You saw
all
that.
next to each other.
So I'm gonna quickly, if I can do this as a free action, I'm gonna give the key to Carlos and say, lock this as soon as we get Umlal out.
Make sure the order of operations on that is clear.
And then I'm gonna grab Umlal by his suspenders and pull him out as best I can.
Give me a strength check with or an athletics check.
Okay.
Or
I think I suck at
acrobatics.
both of them, so either one is bad.
Well, you're in the water, so it should be way easier to pull him than it would be on land.
Also, he's definitely not fighting back.
Athletics is at least +2, so we'll do that.
And you will have advantage.
Yeah, it's going to need to be advantage, because that was a 9. And that is a 14.
All right, so you can you grab hold of him with 2 or 3 of your hands, and you have the boon, right? So you can very easily move and carry him with you.
So I'm going to back away as far as I can. I don't know how much that is since I'm dragging a limp Umlal behind me, but
We'll say that you can do your normal movement.
oh wow, I can really move. Well, I don't want to do. Let's see.
You're a water bug.
Yeah, I'm going to pull him back 1, 2, go through Shara Square, 3, 4, and I'm going to pull him up on land. So,
We'll say you can get him right to the shoreline, and then you can pull him up next round.
okay, that's fine.
If you want.
If you
I may and I may not.
You can of course have his head above the water though.
Yeah,
so
just leave him face down in the water. It's fine.
It's up to you. I leave it as an exercise to Kachka.
You thirsty, Umlal?
And yeah, I would also, I would assume as I was telling Carlos that he should lock the door, I may have mentioned something to everybody else that there's a whole pile of ghouls that are coming this way.
Yeah, you probably just yell, ah!
They get the point.
Because that's what I would do. All right, so this one ghoul looks different than the others because it is in fact a ghast, not a ghoul. Swims
I'm a
out.
ghast. Jinx.
And will attack Carlos with one of its claws.
Leave Carlos holding the keys. Fine.
And let's
Like
see.
when we leave him with a check sometimes, too.
Carlos is very hard to hit, so we'll see.
He's hard to hit. He's Carlos and he's hard to hit. Don't try to hit him because it's hard.
I'm going to assume a 7 does not hit Carlos. So
Just misses.
there's a
So
a
hard
swipe,
to hit.
I tried to warn you that he's hard to hit.
and
Carlos and the ghast.
oh boy, Umlal, you're still paralyzed.
Great. Do I get to make a saving throw or something?
Nope, you'll be paralyzed for the next 8 rounds.
Wow.
Wow.
Let me get a snack. Anybody got a thing that like
Oh wait, no,
restoration or
I am
something?
wrong.
Aha!
Roll saving throw.
Constitution saving throw.
Right, and if you
Yes.
fail it, you die.
Another crit. Wow, that's a nice crit sandwich I got there.
You
Yeah.
are no longer paralyzed. You feel as though
Great.
you would have been paralyzed for 8 more rounds if you had failed that saving throw.
I feel like 1,000,000 gold pieces.
And now you're floating. You don't really know what has happened. You're confused.
I mean, I was conscious the whole time. I was just paralyzed.
I guess that's true. You're
as conscious as he ever is.
As confused as you always are.
Exactly. How does movement work?
Carlos, you have a ghast in front of you, an open gate with ghouls swimming towards it.
I lock the gate.
All right, so you get an attack of opportunity from the ghast. Well, actually, you're not leaving it, so because you just have to move forward. All right,
Carlos is just like, hold on a second. 1 second.
Well, it took a swipe at me. It missed.
Just one more thing.
And then my response is to not take a swipe at it, but lock the gate instead.
I like it.
Yes. Okay, you lock the gate.
Can I
So
do
is this
anything
from,
else, or
the
is that
garbage disposal for this whole facility? You just throw
You cannot do any. I suppose you could move away if you want.
You just toss your dead
So you would
cultists in there, and then you
there.
get bones out the other end. Is that the idea?
It's like a paper shredder.
It's a cultist
I'm
shredder.
not going anywhere. I'm just going to be here with the ghast.
Carlos and
It's
the
a ghast
ghast.
house now.
Tank in the gas.
All right. Zatasha.
I don't like.
So the ghast and Carlos are both currently underwater.
I mean, I could have bobbed up and taken a breath or something there after I locked it up, but yeah, I'm in that vicinity.
Okay. Well, all right. So I've seen
Right,
that
you
Carlos doesn't necessarily want to move away, so I won't do that thing. I am going to try to. Yeah, I'm going to try to daze it. I'm going to use a bonus action to switch my discipline to my psychic disruption and use 3 psi points and choose that creature, and it must make an intelligence saving throw. On a failed save, it will be incapacitated until the end of my next turn until it takes damage.
17.
I don't want it paralyzing anybody else. 17 is unfortunately enough to save. So, on a failed save, nothing about on a made save. So, nobody knows that Zatasha did anything at all.
Zatasha knows.
Just
look
step out of it.
intently
Deep in thought.
at
Step
the
out
gas.
of it, Zatasha. Hello.
Yeah.
Hey, ghast here. Hey.
Yeah, so I'm going to climb up on the. Gonna move away a bit.
It's very sensible.
When we
Shara.
fighters fail, it's real obvious. I love this. Like, yeah.
Yep.
We should just get a team entirely of psychics.
I'm
so we
very
can just walk around
charismatic.
staring at people.
I'm very charismatic, so I actually made it look like I was looking really closely. I was sussing out the situation, and I decided that the smartest thing to do was to back up and move away and keep an eye on things. So it looks like Zatasha's got things totally under control. I'll just mark off those 3 psi points. Nobody needs to know.
No one. It's just between you and me. Don't
Pay
worry.
no attention.
Shara.
So, is the ghast fully underwater? Can I see it at all?
It is so the water in here is very clear, so you can see it. It is underwater. You
Okay.
can see Carlos.
What does that mean for, like, if I were to climb up onto the island and target it with a crossbow bolt?
It would have cover.
It would have cover.
A certain amount of cover.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'm just going to swim up to it. And I'm going to slash at it with my offhand, with my dagger. To start.
Okay.
That's only 8 to hit.
You're unaccustomed to combat underwater.
Let's see how my
So
rapier
you miss.
wounding does. Ooh, that's better. That's a 24 to hit.
You are a quick study and hit it.
Okay. It was my offhand, like you said, underwater, kind of hard to do, but
It's hard to see. No one noticed.
yeah,
Don't worry.
yeah, getting the feel for things now. So that is, wow, 4 points of damage with the rapier, but I also get sneak attack damage. So that takes us up to 11 more, so 15 total points of damage.
Excellent. This ghast does not like that.
I do.
Anything else, Shara?
Nope, that's it.
All right. Regdar, you've been examining the island. You notice lots of other people have joined you on the island now.
Rigdar whirls around dramatically and fires a ray of frost
Ooh.
in the direction of the ghast.
Oh.
25.
Well, even with slight cover, that will hit a ghast.
Well, unfortunately, I rolled lousy on damage. 4.
All right. Now, some of the water is turned into ice.
Yeah, I suspect being turned into ice when you're in water is inconvenient.
Does that make him slow, too, or something?
More of a Slurpee.
I think in 4th edition it decreased the speed to 10 feet.
Its speed is reduced by 10
By 10
feet
feet,
until the start of my next turn.
Oh, all right.
So it may be slower. It is slower. That's not if Shara is right.
How fast is a ghast normally, anyways?
I think they're pretty fast, aren't they?
They're
He's a
average.
fast ghast.
How fast
Okay.
is a ghast?
And he ain't getting
I think of
past.
ghast and ghouls as your fast undead, but that may just mean that they're normal as opposed to zombies, which are, they're all shambling.
Slow.
We have gas stations here called Fast Gas. FASGAS.
You have gas
That's what it reminds me of.
stations?
I don't want a gas station.
Don't go there.
Don't go to the gas station.
I got it gassed up.
Ghast. It's like a ghost, but
Okay.
Oh, is it?
Another kind of undead. See?
I get it now. Thanks, Jason.
well, they can't all be gems, folks.
It's a different vowel, but it's close.
Carlos and the gas.
There we go. We're back on it.
Yep.
Carlos. Not Carlos'
Ketchka.
turn yet.
It is Ketchka's turn.
Carlos and the gas.
Ketchka and the octopus.
Yeah, the octopus is in the other room. Where we moved on to ghast.
Is the octopus in the other room?
We've passed on to ghast. Yeah, that's a good question. Maybe it's on its way. Is there a
there an
big
inky
black
cloud?
cloud on its way over here?
Nope.
Okay, good. Yeah, I'm just going to hit it with some vicious mockery.
Go for it.
You're undead, and that's dumb, I say. So it has to make a
Vicious.
wisdom saving throw.
Classic Ketchka.
16 is okay. Great. Then this ghast will be taking
This ghast has overstayed its welcome.
5 points of psychic damage, and its next turn it will have disadvantage on its attack.
Who's
Or
having a
its next
ghast?
attack.
Alrighty. Well, now it's the ghast's turn.
Jumpin' Jack Flash! It's a ghast.
This
What is
episode
it going to?
Ghast Star.
It's going to surface. And Shara, were you underwater or are you above water?
I think I'm probably doing my best to tread water.
All right, so then give me
Aren't we all?
give me a Constitution saving throw as this
24.
incredible stench emanates out from the ghast.
11.
All right, you are fine. You're disgusted, but you are fine. Because
Did it pass
very
ghast?
gross.
Is that what you're smelling?
No,
Oh.
it just smells bad. So, but then now it's going to follow off that smell attack by trying to bite you, Shara.
With
So let's
disadvantage.
see. With disadvantage, yes. Thank you for reminding me. And that's not the damage dice. Oh, it completely misses.
Okay.
So it leans in, and so ghasts have these very long tongues. So it takes out this tongue and tries to wrap it around your neck and bite you, but it misses.
I'm glad. That's gross.
They're pretty gross. Umlal, you're not paralyzed. You are floating in the water, though.
Does anyone have a way to illuminate this guy? Like maybe do some gaslighting? No. Okay. Amla will wade back into the fight, literally and figuratively.
So you're at half movement, half speed.
Yeah, but I move at 40 feet, so
I'm curious, since I viciously
I
mocked
get
it last turn, is it currently suffering some gastric distress? Seems like it should be. Psychic damage.
I will.
It's reassessing its life choices
Attempt
or
to
its
stab it.
unlife choices.
I'll have to stab it with my greatsword.
You and me both, Ghast.
Hit
18.
the ghast.
You hit the ghast.
And I'll do my
Step
thing
on it
where
next.
I re-roll a die because I can.
Just don't, run out of gas.
I'd be happy if we ran out of ghast.
Yeah. It'll take 17 damage from that first attack.
Excellent. And Umlal has broke the ghast. It is dead.
Now you're cooking with ghast.
I mean, our options were ass, grass, or ghast, and you picked the wrong one, buddy.
Yeah.
It's not.
Now you paralyzed, says Umlal.
Is that how that works?
That's Umlal's new catchphrase. And so we can leave initiative if you do not open the gate. But if someone
Carlos
opens the gate,
if somebody moves to open the gate, I am jumping in there to stop them.
It is Carlos's turn next. So Carlos, what do you do?
Don't make me charm you.
I surface and toss the keys to Zatasha.
Oh.
Wait, they're my keys.
Well, you are between us. You might be able to just reach out with one of your arms and grab them in the air.
I don't know, Carlos. That's weirdly responsible.
It's true. Is Carlos feeling all right?
Well, I mean, it's if he were to keep the keys, that would be more responsibility for Carlos. So I feel like getting rid of the keys is getting rid of responsibility.
Look, if there were monsters, if every monster we met was in a locked room and we could just close the door and lock it and they wouldn't get out, I would do that every time.
Isn't that how you left one of the party to die at one point?
That was a misunderstanding.
His lawyer has advised him to not comment on that matter further.
Sorry, allegedly.
Allegedly's.
There were really interesting things going on then.
Yeah, it was a different time.
Yes,
was a different
my client was high on
a
mushrooms.
different person.
I'm colossally
surely
clumsy.
the statute of limitations has passed on that.
I am colossally clumsy, so I'm just going to roll to see if I catch them. You were throwing them to me, so I'm going to say with a 12. Sure.
Yeah, that would be a DC 10.
Okay.
Unless Kachka is trying to intercept them.
That's true. But
Kachka doesn't care.
It's definitely spending time on that.
I telepathically
Cares
asked
not.
Kachka, do you want this back? I know you had these first.
Nah, it's all good.
Okay, I mean, now we know what this one does, so I'll just tuck it away, and we will probably never use it
Don't
again.
think we'll be using that one again.
So,
Nope.
Carve a G
so
on
that's
it.
the ghast room.
Right. Put it writing on my sheet, key to the guest room.
I never thought in all my days on Athos I would
Or
see
on
a
asses.
swimming pool, but there it is. This place has a swimming pool. It has everything.
Mm-hmm. This is a great place. You should move in. Once you kill everybody.
Where's my little water bubble? I want that back. I miss it.
No, it wouldn't take you back.
I know.
You tried, but
They rejected you.
You'd have
We
to
killed the
scale a
freezy guy.
waterfall to get back up there.
So can we keep going and see else? This place
Yeah,
sucks. Let's keep
so
going.
right now, you guys,
it was continuing on to the south.
do we want to continue on to the south the way that the bubble was going, or
yes.
do we want to either some of us or one of us, probably me, try zipping into the other room and
Seeing what
Seeing
undead
what's-
monsters are behind that other door.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
well,
let's
I mean,
not
if
do
I do
that.
it,
Well-
if I do it invisibly, and maybe maybe Kachka could come as far as the the underwater tunnel.
This is literally what happened before, and there was an octopus.
Yeah, but they weren't invisible.
It's a door
Worked out
underwater, and so it might require a strength check to open, or possibly thieves' tools,
Or one of
something
these
along those
keys.
lines.
I mean, I have these tools and I know how to use them.
And the keys.
She's
super
got
well.
tools. She knows how to use them.
But if you guys are all super
Easy
excited to
tool.
just go south,
hangs with
then we could do
fools.
that. But I am very curious about what they would choose to hide behind a secret door.
I mean, if we have invisible people, I'm okay
I mean, I
with
could
that.
probably make some. Let's see, how expensive is it for me to make other people? It's not. Yeah, it's not too bad. Like I could make one other person invisible, and the two of us could go. So it's not just me by myself.
Right. I can freely make somebody invisible once a day as well.
So we can take 4 people in there.
Why are we doing that all the time?
I mean, I could make a bunch of people invisible, but it would use a lot of my
obviously,
side points.
obviously,
I don't wanna do
Regard
that
and
again.
Wall are just going to stay behind because they are boat people.
2 men in a boat.
Yep.
Punk
Yeah, last
people.
time I made everybody
Sorry.
invisible.
Punters.
People just ran amok and didn't didn't use it to the best of their abilities. So
true, there
I'm
was-
never doing that again.
There was a lot of talk about planning, and the invisibility was a
Yep.
key component, and then that all went out the window.
Other
That sounds
option,
right.
if we wanted to go through that room, I can always levitate that octopus. I hear that's a thing.
It's a very cool
True.
thing.
So you have several options. You can go south in the room that you're currently in, that past where the Mephits were. So go past Mephit, keep going, and then you'll go to the unknown. You can go back into the octopus room, and there's that secret door. But there's also the other passage that leads to the west. Or really, I guess it's the south.
All right.
passage.
And past method.
All right, you guys.
Past method is
You guys,
what, like
I've decided.
Malden, Everett.
I just really want to find out what's going on in that room. I am very curious about it. So if you would please wait here for me. If somebody wants to come along, that's cool. I will bring one person. But otherwise, I'm just gonna go, and I start moving.
Yeah, +1.
So
Yeah, Kachka.
I know you're curious about getting through there, but you can't communicate back to us except through line of sight.
Correct.
But then again, you have the thieves' tools and you know how to use them, which...
Yep.
She does.
All right, be careful in there. Should we
All
tie
right.
a rope to you? I've got 600 lines of rope. It says it right on my character sheet.
Wait. Does the rope become invisible?
That's a
if she's
good
invisible?
question.
The rope becomes invisible if it is on her before she turns invisible.
Right.
What
like,
if we
so
tie
it's tied
something to the
her.
end of the rope?
I like what you're thinking here, because I too.
That
we
is where
finally
it
found
ends.
a loophole in invisibility.
It's literally a
I guess
loophole.
if you-
Literally a
What,
loophole.
yeah. What if I make a loophole in the rope?
If you all tie yourselves to Zatasha in some kind of adventuring ball, and then she turns invisible, that whole ball would be invisible.
It's the Adventurer King.
Challenge
Yeah,
accepted.
Athos' largest ball of twine.
All right.
We'll tie all our tails together, and then we'll all turn invisible
Rope
and try to figure
inspectors
out
back in tier.
which way to go.
Yeah.
Invisible rope inspectors, please.
We've had worse ideas. Like, most of them.
All right. So I'm going to go underwater to about this spot.
Okay.
Okay.
Catch can
And-
make me invisible, please.
Are you going too?
Yeah, I don't want her to go alone.
All right. Ketchka pulls out the cleatar and plays a power chord, and
Awesome.
you are invisible up to 1 hour as long as I'm concentrating on it.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
that's way better than what I've got. Mine is very short. So
Unfortunately,
I'm just in
Kachka's
and out.
attention wanders easily.
That's
All right.
Oh,
was I supposed to be
twine.
doing something?
So I am invisible and also trying to sneak,
Sure.
which means I will go over the overland as much as possible so as not to disturb the water.
All right, give me a stealth
Stealth
check
check.
with advantage.
Sneakiness check.
16.
Alrighty.
I got a 26.
So you both enter. You see the octopus is underwater, where I have placed it next to the larger island in that room, just kind of doing whatever an octopus does when it's by itself.
Octopus.
All right. I am examining.
Whatever an octopus does.
Octopus does.
I'm examining the door, checking it for
Oh.
traps.
See the meme with two octopuses with 8 tentacles pointing at each other?
Give me a perception check, please.
Sure. 23.
It does not appear to be trapped.
All right. Is it locked?
Listen, bud.
I mean,
It is-
sometimes secret doors aren't because they're secret.
That's true. It is not locked, but you ascertain very quickly that while it is not technically locked, it is also impossible to open from this side. It only opens from the other side.
Okay,
What's
that
he
is what
like?
I wanted
It's
to know.
not important.
That
Octopus.
satisfies my curiosity. Let's see. Octopus is real close. If the octopus had been farther away from the other tunnel, I would have gone over there and just peeked in, but I'm too smart for that. So I'm turning around and go back.
I'm too smart for that.
Yep.
You saw through my octopus.
Not like
games.
everyone says.
All right, I come back, I make myself visible again, and I say, all right, you guys, the secret door is only openable from the other side. For some reason, somebody has a secret door that goes into an octopus room. Maybe it's an escape hatch from someplace else.
Oh my God, who said that?
I said that I made myself visible.
Oh.
So, Kachka,
She
turn
says
around.
out loud.
Turn around.
Thank you.
But I was facing the other direction.
But Shara's
Kachka
still
was-
invisible.
I am.
Katya was just looking at a wall.
Wall, are you talking?
Ooh,
sound
it
familiar.
mimic. I know this one.
Carlos
All
said,
right,
so
let's
you-
get going. Get in that
Everybody,
punt,
let's-
punters.
All right.
Shar, are you still invisibling? You might as well.
Yeah, stick with it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. How long do you stay invisible?
She's got an hour
hour.
as long as I concentrate
all
on
right.
it.
Keep concentrating.
Well, you can go
Where would
first,
you like to
then,
go?
Shara.
Oh, I could. All right,
Concentrate.
I'll go first.
Quieter. Quiet concentration, please.
I can't.
Invisible, 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 invisible.
To yourself. To yourself. Read to yourself.
All right, Shara. You are leading the way. You see the path northward. It is a familiar room. To the south, the corridor, or I guess river, continues. You also notice, because you're swimming, right? You have a swim speed. Yep. So you notice another one of these submerged tunnels.
Are we on a theme park ride, riding the boat through these one
lazy
tunnels?
river.
Is that what's happening?
That's what the bubble was.
Yeah, we go.
Oh, no, I know
on
how
boat.
this ends.
I want there to be a Goonies style slide coming up soon. Like I need the water slide.
I'm gonna.
Didn't we already do
I mean,
that
I guess
part?
that's what
We
the
did a
waterfall was.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
Surely,
through the
One-Eyed
tunnels.
Willie is
Splash
on the
Mountain
other
at the
side of
beginning.
this tunnel.
All right, Shara goes underneath the water and disappears. Well,
One-Eyed
she's
Willie!
invisible,
I'm
so
going
you
to
don't
keep
know
my
where
eye
she's
on
going.
her as she goes. I'm not following her, but I'm going to keep an eye on her and see if I can.
You
Watch
cannot
her.
keep an eye on her because she's invisible.
Oh. Carlos is watching in case he sees shenanigans.
You don't know where she is.
I'm gonna-
I assume she'll say, "Hey, I'm going. I saw this tunnel. I'm going in."
Yeah.
Unless Shara, you tell me otherwise. Do
No,
you want
I
to kind
would
of?
tell. I would tell them.
Okay.
I'm watching I'm
Who said
watching
that?
for an octopus sneaking up behind us. So I
The
just want you to know
walls
that
talk in this place.
I'm being aware of whether or not we're being followed by an octopus or an inky cloud.
So Shara, are you going to? You are underwater. You see what appears to be an island, and if you want to break the surface, it is an empty room, but there is a notable feature in here. A throne made of coral and seashells stands on the rock in the center of this chamber. Across the arms of the throne, a pearl and sapphire-encrusted narwhal horn rests like a lordly scepter. The smooth surface of the cavern's pool reflects the throne.
There are narwhals in Dark
There's
Sun?
no possible
Not
way
anymore.
that's a trap.
Well, they brought it from wherever the water came from.
Sand narwhals.
Water dimension.
Oh.
All right, I'm
Sun
gonna swim back out
Yeah.
and be like, "There's a really pretty animal horn of some sort.
Very pretty.
I didn't touch it, but it looks nice. I wanted to.
Shara and the narwhal horn.
It seemed to be empty. There wasn't anyone in there.
Did you spot any other
I
tunnels
feel like
out
I've
of the
been
room by
around
chance?
enough that I wouldn't take that for granted. I didn't see any other tunnels. No. Just like this throne with this animal horn.
Gem encrusted.
Gem
animal
encrusted.
Ooh.
You're suggesting
Bedazzled.
you've been. We could lasso it, and then it will be thrown for a loop.
Or we could just keep going.
Okay, yeah, we can keep going.
There is a passageway that continues downward, southward.
It's not
Yeah, I'll
dark
keep going.
sun after all. It's
Alrighty. Let me just switch to the proper tool. There we are.
Ah, the murder tool.
The reveal tool. So it just keeps going. Down.
Well, then we keep
Down,
going.
Down we go.
Alright, so you probably want to stop there.
Stop.
Oh.
Do we?
Yeah.
Or maybe not.
I
don't
feel
know.
like Shara's probably a ways in the lead, maybe.
No.
Maybe not.
We
Shara's in the
wouldn't
lead
know.
because she's invisible.
Yeah, but like it only works if we're not immediately behind her.
Carlos is behind her and keeps bumping into her and being like, "Oh, nope, back up."
Who is that?
We've surrounded her.
Is that still you,
You
Shara?
don't want to actually bump into her though, because then she turns invisible. A crude stone hut perches atop a stony island in the midst of a wide pool. Water drizzles from the cavern ceiling, and the roar of a waterfall echoes throughout. You also notice, standing on the island, is one of the water cultists, one of the nightly water cultists. So that's a cave, not a
Every night, every freaking night, there's a cultist.
for someone suggests
not the daily water cultist.
who is wearing kind of like seashell armor and has a large sword, and they are looking kind of
Did he
as
buy
if they're
that
guarding
armor
the
from
place,
Sally, by chance?
sweeping by the seashore, sweeping the room, and kind of making a circuit around this island on which there is a stone hut.
Have they seen us?
Well, depending on if everyone is where they seem to be on the map.
We're really not that stupid, I would hope.
That's why I thought I would clarify.
Carlos might be.
If Carlos is where Carlos is, then we will. I need to see if they saw you.
I was purposely staying way back from everybody, so.
That does not surprise
I go where the boat goes.
Yeah, same.
That's true. They are pun people.
Okay, I will swim back and whisper that there are people on an island.
People on an island?
People on an island.
What's an island?
Is there a polar bear?
What's a polar bear?
Reference acknowledged.
But yes, right.
That's like a Shaggy Kank.
That's a Shaggy Kank story. Yeah.
But I don't see any other option but to continue forward, really.
Always
Aren't
forward.
We're technically buddies. I mean, like, every time we've tried to help the water cultists, they haven't wanted it, so I don't see why.
I come up and whisper back, what did they look like? Were they wearing the water gear or like...
Some of you do have that symbol on your head, which will make you more convincing.
Or were
cultists.
Yeah, they want to
than
see
the
us.
rest of us.
They want to see us. The guy wants to see us. That's why we're here.
Clearly,
Yeah, I mean,
they're clearly, though, on alert now that we've killed a whole bunch of their people in the other room because the ball rejected us when we tried to get back in.
No,
at
we
that
just,
point.
once you leave the ball, it goes back. That's just how it works.
You got in the ball a couple of times, didn't you?
No, I had to go back to the start because it rejects you once you leave the starting point.
It's a one-time ball.
Yeah. If this guy hasn't
It's a
been
one-way
up
trip.
to the room with all the methods in it, then he probably doesn't know anything.
No.
Yeah.
We don't.
I still
We
think
didn't
the
just
sharks
let
stay
all the
invisible.
corpses float downstream towards
they-
this guy, did
I
we?
think we're going to be greeted
think
as
they've got a
liberators.
telegraph?
Greeted as liberators. Let's do it.
Oh, God.
Always a good plan.
Okay, I would like to stay invisible, so I'm going to be sneaky,
That's a good idea.
stealthy,
Make a note on your character sheet. that
Invisible,
Lean is
invisible,
invisible.
That's
invisible.
right.
stealthy as possible.
all right.
I rolled a 25, so I'm going to swim
very
in here
stealthy.
and like
Carlos is already over there.
climb
Hi.
up on the shore thing,
Okay,
whatever that is.
Hey.
that's a ledge.
Hey.
Carlos, are you? Are we all in
Hey,
the same
fellow.
boat as Carlos?
Carlos is not in the boat. He's swimming because he's
Carlos
literally.
Literally
is-
or metaphorically?
The boat
right.
is a little bit behind, unless you all want to stay together, because the boat is slow.
I think we can't contain Carlos.
Well, I just like to swim and
so
hit
Carlos,
things.
you swim in and say, "Hey, what's up?"
Hey.
Is that what you say? Ah. Hello, well met.
And I'm right there
Yes.
too.
This is great. You have all this water. It's awesome.
Well, we are truly blessed, and we hope that you will help us bring our blessing to all of Athos.
That's the
Kachka
plan.
climbs up onto the island next to him and says, "We're here at the behest of Gar Shatterkeel." And
I
Who is
know.
definitely not a dick. Did I say
Can
that
you-
out loud? Oh, no.
can you direct us to which way he might be?
Certainly. So he points to the south, and you notice that the cavern continues down and ends in a waterfall. And he says, "Gar Shatterkeel awaits you," and points towards the waterfall.
What's in the stone hut? Friend?
What's in the hut?
Yes, in fact, my friend is in the stone hut.
Is
His
it like
name is Yes, in
hanging out?
fact.
going to
That's
the
a weird
bathroom or
name.
something? Or what is the hut for?
Porta John.
We
An outhouse?
our job is to patrol and guard the water portal, and we do not leave this island, so we rest in shifts.
You don't leave
You guys
this
are
island?
you are doing
do
great
not.
work. Just great
Ever?
work. I'm
It is a small price to pay in order to revive Athos. I'm sure you agree.
absolutely. I jump in and say, yes, this is cult work at its finest.
And let me say, if you'll excuse me, a water-related reference, you are doing a whale of a job.
I think they should. They probably refer. This is legitimate religious work.
Nah,
It is.
no,
No, they call themselves
they
cultists.
literally
Yeah,
call
it's
themselves
in the
cults.
name.
Yeah,
They are
have this
cultists,
conversation
yes.
every
Branding.
episode.
It's so dumb.
I was in one. I know how to talk to these people. Okay,
That's right.
I know the
I-
lingo.
I appreciate your appreciation of our cult duties.
I am very convincing. Like I'm just like these guys are. I basically got hearts in my eyes, not in my heart. Oddly enough.
So what's down the other passageway to the southwest there? Just out of curiosity. Or is that the way to Gar Shatterkeel? Because there appears to be another passageway to the southeast as well.
Oh, no, I just haven't revealed enough things.
I say I'm really impressed.
cul-de-sac.
I'm really impressed by this whole...
More like a cul-de-sac.
I was in the water bubble, but I fell out and it left. It was that was awesome. I love that. Have you been in the water bubble?
I have not been blessed with the water bubble.
Oh, it is a blessing. Let me tell you. If you get a chance, you should go in it.
Well, here's hoping.
I really am impressed by this whole sort of compound you've got going on here, all the water and the caves. Is there anything else?
All praise to Alhira.
It's clear that
yes.
we've chosen the right
Alhira.
cult. I mean, there are a lot of cults looking for our business, but you are clearly the superior of the
Are there
ones
any
that have
other
tried to court us.
points of interest around here that we should know about to be likewise proud of? How
Well,
fantastic?
I don't know if I would call them points of interest. I, as I mentioned earlier, seldom leave this island. However, I have been told
I
that
bet you know
while
things. I bet you know things.
well, I'd like to think that I keep up on things. I do read
I
the
can
newsletter.
I can tell that about you.
Have you heard from the Mephits up north?
I have not.
Keep up on that?
No. Is something wrong with the methods?
They
They're great. They send their regards.
They're
fine,
methody.
yeah.
Methody.
Yeah,
That
no,
seems strange.
that's not in
Yeah.
your set of duties. You're not a method actor, so you don't need to worry about it.
Oh my.
I do know that, the water cult isn't the only resident down here, so you should be careful. There are
Yeah.
other things.
I
down
shake
here.
my head. Just I know what you're talking about, buddy. But
I don't. What are you talking about?
Did you see that octopus?
Yes, the octopus is here, although it's mostly harmless. I wouldn't know who would want to harm the octopus.
Not me.
It is
Only a real
wonderful,
jerk.
gentle creature. Octopus are
Maybe
highly
harmless,
intelligent,
but certainly not armless.
I've
Got
heard
it.
that they feel deeply. They are one of Athos's most deeply felt creatures. They're very rare. This is the only octopus I've ever seen, and I've heard Gar Shatterkeel tells me that it is perhaps the only one in existence. So hopefully, the octopus is fine.
Kind of glad we didn't kill it.
It is fine. Now, is the boat coming through, and is he going to be suspicious
I mean,
of
it's
these guys in the boat?
traumatized, but fine.
Is the punt
I mean,
suspicious?
the punt will arrive, and he doesn't seem. I mean, he clearly knows who you are.
Knows
so
the
he's
sport,
not
yeah.
suspicious.
All
Punt
right.
will arrive at 4th down and long yardage.
Yeah. Oh, they
right,
should have gone
well-
for the field goal. Well,
Yeah,
I
I-
guess
So this was.
I was so excited to see the octopus that I poked in there and I looked at it and I noticed that there's another.
You saw the
I
octopus.
did.
It
I
seemed
couldn't-
upset for
I
some
couldn't
reason.
resist.
Oh, no.
No. The octopus looked
He
fine, but
clutches his chest. I hope it's okay.
Oh yeah, and I noticed that on the other side of that particular room was another underwater tunnel that went off somewhere else.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, I assumed that you knew all about that and like where everything is, and so I was just curious about what was on the other side because I was excited to get to talk to Gar. Like we got to get down there, but I also am
Party
curious
on, Gar.
about this wondrous palace you've got here.
Well, of course, I owe claim no possession over this the plunging torrents. I am but a servant of
Of course,
Alhydra.
as we all are.
Of course. And he bows his head. And he says, as I previously mentioned, one of my only duty really is to stay on this island and guard the entrance to the water portal. So
Guard Shatterkeel, right?
He laughs and laughs. I love a pun.
Well,
duty.
finally, our audience island. He doesn't get around
We might
much.
just
He's
live
just on this
here.
island.
The stone hut is very small.
I can build a tiny one next to it.
No, great. That seems like it would.
It only takes about 10 minutes of casting.
It's true.
So yeah, I've never been, and he now asks many questions about the chamber that you were in and the octopus. He's like, "Tell me everything about this octopus."
I do. I give
I've heard tell.
a great description of how its surface glistened and
Squirts
it seemed
ink.
very, very healthy. I do
Don't
not
tell it it
mention the
squirted ink.
I do not mention the ink at all. And if somebody else tries to mention it, I step on their words and keep talking.
It squirts water, just water.
Ixnay on the ink A.
That's right. Its mind has never been thrust.
I
It looks great.
I telepathically say to anybody who starts saying that, no talk about the ink. Okay, so this guy doesn't seem to know much of anything else. So I telepathically say to our friends, I think we should just continue on.
Agreed.
Well, thanks for the help. We'll be moving on.
Well done.
Good luck.
Salute.
Thanks,
Hey,
buddy.
you're doing a
What's your
a
name
great
anyway?
job.
What's your name?
When I joined the cult, I gave up my name.
Oh.
Oh, what was it
What
before?
do we call you? Hey, guy?
Well, you won't need I endeavor to not need to be called, but rather when you need me, I will appear.
I did not understand that sentence.
We'll just call you Stone Hut Outside Man.
What
It is a fine name.
Strangely, that was his name before he joined the cult.
But when we come back,
It was
what if he's
my
inside?
Stone
destiny.
Hut Outsideman.
Say hi to Stone Hut Inside Man. Goodbye.
They're cousins.
That was not his name. It was Bob.
That's right. It's Reginald.
Are we moving
All
on?
right. Let's go.
I think so.
I'd really like
Moving along.
something
Okay.
interesting to happen before this episode ends.
I thought that was
What?
pretty interesting.
Oh, sure.
That was interesting. All right, so this is another 40-foot waterfall. I
Oh, good.
believe.
The guys in the boat should enjoy going over another one.
So everyone who has a swim speed can get down the waterfall quite easily.
And with
people
no
who
damage.
are in the boat, however, is a different story. So how are you boat people approaching?
Do you have
this
another
waterfall?
feather fall?
I was thinking I could paddle really fast and we could, like, jump it like we're going off a ramp. No?
Well,
No.
have you met any waterfalls that seemed like a ramp?
I've met very
88
few
miles an
waterfalls, Tony.
Do you have
He doesn't
another?
chase
Yeah, don't-
waterfalls.
I turn
Yeah,
to
don't go
Regdar and
chasing them.
I
no.
telepathically ask Regdar, "Do you have another one of those spells, or do I need to try to fly and
Stick
soften
to
your
the
I have one-
tanks and the sand where you came from.
I mean, I have one for me.
That's going to be something to see when the boat goes over and falls and Omlo falls and Regdar just
Keeps going straight.
All right, then yeah, I will.
We'll do it. Fine.
Amal has
Featherfall.
to do one of the things like Wile E. Coyote style, where he paddles off the edge and then just looks around for a little bit. And
All
then
right, so if you're
falls.
going to do a feather fall, everyone gets to the bottom of the waterfall safely. The punt is a different story. It hits the bottom of the waterfall and shatters. And is
Yeah, I
punt.
guess-
Did
No
its
more.
keel
It
shatter or
shattered
the
the
whole
keel.
boat?
Yeah, I saw that coming.
I don't know what you are talking about.
Okay.
Does
Now,
anybody have mending?
this room is quite interesting. An island rises from
a
a
perfect
lake.
time to end the episode.
Interesting.
An
An
interesting
island
room.
rises from a lake at the epicenter of three roaring
a lake.
waterfalls.
I like to veld them.
Flutes of rose,
Jeez.
ivory, and lavender coral fringe the island. Above the island floats a gigantic, shimmering globe of water. Smaller globes of water emerge from it, drifting outward and hover in the air a few feet above the surface of the lake.
Fun.
The ambient light reveals the cavern ceiling 80 feet above the island and hung with countless stalactites. There are also kind of four spouts of water around this island. There's a central island. Inside of these water spouts, you see kind of trapped in them halflings that are writhing in pain. As
Do they look like they're part of a delegation?
they do. They also look like they're part of a ritual in which there's energy that is emitting from them and going into this large sphere that is hovering above the water.
They probably don't want to be rescued like everybody else.
And
No.
you, standing in front of the water orb is Gar Shatterkeel. He turns to you and says, you have arrived to witness our triumph. Together we shall change Athos forever. And as he says that, the energy from the halflings flares. They scream, which is impressive because they're in water. And the watery orb starts to expand and move as though it is alive. And we'll find out what happens next time on Total Party Kill.